new star. You're looking nice and bright this evening.
Thank you, old star. I've been working on my shininess.
Good job. And this is a great night for us all to look our best.
Why is that?
Because it's Christmas.
Yeah, what's Christmas?
You don't know about Christmas? Oh, that's right. You're a brand new star.
Yes,
Is this your very first Christmas?
Wait, what? Yes, is it your first Christmas too?
Oh no, I've seen over 2,000 of them.
Wow, 2,000. Is that a lot?
Well, yes it is. In fact, I'm old enough to tell you about the very first Christmas, and I can explain why we still celebrate it even after all of these years.
Oh, please do. I want to hear all about it.
Okay, to start, we must go back before the first Christmas and visit a little place called Nazareth.
Is Nazareth a place in the sky? You know, up in space?
No, it's a place down on Earth, on the little itty planet right down there.
You mean the one over there by Jupiter?
No, the one further to the right.
Do you mean Pluto? I didn't think it was still a planet.
No, not Pluto, even further to the right.
You mean the little blue and green one, there between Venus and Mars?
Exactly. And look, right over there, that is the little town of Nazareth.
Oh, who is the pretty lady sitting there?
That's Mary. She's engaged to a man named Joseph. Joseph is a carpenter. He's also a righteous man.
I see him. What is he doing?
Building something. Carpenters are always building something.
I hope it's a cradle.
I think you're getting a little ahead of our story.
Who's that? Who's that other one? He's all shiny like us.
That's Gabriel. He's an angel. He has come to talk to Mary.
Do not be afraid, Mary. You have found favor of God. You will have a son and name him Jesus. The Holy Spirit will come to you, so the Holy One will be born to be called the Son of God.
How can this happen?
What did all that mean?
The angel told Mary that she was going to have a baby who would be the Son of God.
And what did Mary say?
She said yes.
Oh, good. Now what? I like Mary. She seems really nice.
Oh, she is.
Uh-oh. What did Joseph say?
Well, Joseph knew he wasn't the father, but since Joseph was a righteous man, he decided to treat Mary lovingly. But after he had considered these things, God sent an angel to speak to him in a dream.
Joseph, son of David, do not be afraid to take Mary home as your wife. Her baby is from the Holy Spirit. She'll give birth to a son, and you'll name him Jesus, because he will save his people from their sins.
All of this was done to fulfill the ancient prophecy. The virgin will conceive and give birth to a son, and will call him Emmanuel. Oh, and the name Emmanuel means God with us.
Wow, that's a great name. What did Joseph do when he woke up?
He just did what the angel had told him to do.
Okay, so what happened next?
Next, there was a little drama that went on in Rome. Caesar, the Roman ruler, ordered that everyone had to be counted.
Why would he do that?
Something about taxes, whatever those are. But in order to be counted, everyone had to go back to the family's hometown.
Sort of like a family reunion?
A little bit. Brought out the games or the potato salad.
That's too bad. I love potato salad. Did they have cookies? I love cookies too.
I don't think so.
Then it really wasn't much like a family reunion at all.
No. In fact, for Mary and Joseph, it was a long and difficult trip, especially since Mary was expecting a baby.
Where did they have to go?
They went to a little town called Bethlehem.
Do you mean Do you mean that little itty bitty town over there in the middle of nowhere?
Yep, that's the one. It was the birthplace of Joseph's ancestor, King David.
Wait a minute. Bethlehem, isn't that the one they sing about in the song called "O Little Town of Bethlehem"?
Yep.
I really like that song. They even sing about how the silent stars go by.
Listen, I think someone's going to sing it now.
Wow, they can really sing. But listen, I thought this was a story about the first Christmas. When do we get to the part with the Christmas tree and the star?
There was no tree on the first Christmas, but there was a star.
Where?
We're getting there. First, we have to hear more about Mary and Joseph.
Okay.
So Joseph went to Bethlehem to be counted, and Mary went with him.
Look, Mary and Joseph have arrived in Bethlehem. I hope they have somewhere nice to stay. Mary looks very tired.
You're right, but there was no room for them in the inn, so Mary and Joseph stayed in a stable.
A stable? Do you mean like for cows and horses and goat and sheep and...
Yep, Mary and Joseph stayed in a humble stable. There, Mary had her baby, and she wrapped him in swaddling clothes and laid him in the manger.
Why did they put the baby in a manger?
It was probably the safest and best place they had for him. I'm sure that Joseph lined it with fresh, new hay and stood watch over Mary and the baby during the night.
What did they name the baby?
They named him Jesus, which means the Lord saves. And now, for the first time, up in the sky, there was a new star announcing the birth of the Messiah.
Wow, just think, a new star in the sky. How wonderful, how glorious. No one on earth could have missed that.
It's amazing that not only did the people miss the Messiah then, but that they still miss him today. Maybe it's because they aren't really looking for the Messiah. But God didn't rely on a single star to announce the birth of his son. He also sent an angel to tell a group of shepherds all about it. Of course, it was very frightening for the shepherds to suddenly see an angel.
Do not be afraid. I bring you good news of great joy that will be for all people. Today, in the town of David, a Savior has been born. He is Christ the Lord.
Then more the heavenly host appeared with the angel, praising God and saying, Glory to God the highest, and peace on earth. Yeah.
There's a new star shining in the sky tonight. And it's shining there with all its might. There's a new star in the sky. There's a new star shining in the sky tonight, and it's leading wise men to the holy light. There's a new star in the sky. There's a new star shining in the sky tonight, and it's leading wise men to the holy light. There's a new star in the sky. Twinkle, twinkle, little star, how there's a new star in the sky that was placed there on high, and its message is clear to all those far and near, for it's telling the world the Messiah is here. The Messiah is here. There's a new star in the sky. There's a new star in the sky. Little star, how I wonder what you
When the angels had left them and gone into heaven, the shepherds hurried off and found Mary and Joseph and the baby who was lying in the manger. When they had seen him, they spread the word concerning what had been told to them about this child, and all who heard it were amazed at what the shepherds said to them. The shepherds returned, glorifying and praising God for all the things they had heard and seen, which were just as they had been told.
So that's the story of the first Christmas and the star?
There's much more to the story, but this is enough for tonight. Do you have any questions?
Yes, one question. What happened to baby Jesus?
Jesus was the Son of God, and he did all the things that were prophesied about him. He lived a perfect life and died on the cross for all sin and rose again to live forever. Now he sits at the right hand of God the Father, and one day he will come to judge the world and gather all of his children to himself.
That's amazing. How do we know all of this?
Oh, I saw it all from up here in the sky. For you see, I am the new star that appeared that night.
Really? You are the new star? But you are so old.
So is this story, over 2,000 years old, but it still is true today as it was on the very first Christmas. And that's why we still celebrate Christmas today.
That's amazing. Thank you for telling me the story. I think I will shine a little brighter now that I know all of this.
Well, you know what King David said. The heavens declare the glory of God, the skies proclaim the work of his hands. Day after day they pour forth speech, night after night they display knowledge. There is no speech or language where their voices are not heard. Their voice goes out into all of the earth, their words to the ends of the world.
Wow, well said. Hey, is that the same King David we talked about earlier?
Yes, King David, the ancestor of Joseph, the one who was born in Bethlehem all those years ago.
I like that guy. He has a real way with words. Okay, so what now?
Looks like it's time for another song.
And cookies? I love cookies.
Yes, yes. We'll get you some cookies in just a minute, but first let's sing this beautiful song.
You guys did great, but we need